We have those two indices active. Okay. I really want to see if we can catch this gold. Something like this. Yep. So let's see if we get pullback on gold. So we can get into this. And I think GJ would be nice if it breaks down. Still within that range. What pairs you guys want to go over? You said you entered EJ.
Hey, Anis.
Hey, how's it going?
It's going fine. I entered this position
Beautiful.
because it broke, and I am thinking it should. I don't know. I want to sell again, probably at this level right now, where it is.
Let's check. Yeah, you see, I knew I needed to cut this. I told them to close with 8 pips profit because I saw this momentum dying. And then I had something that came up and I couldn't watch it for a sell, but it's fine. Let's see if we get the pullback. So ideally, our pullback would be back to this zone that it broke. So this was the strong liquidity zone. So let's see if we get this pullback to 125, 250, 300, and then we can sell further down.
All right. So I should probably wait.
Yeah, I would wait a little bit because it's retracing now.
Yeah, because I was looking at it at 15 minutes. So yeah, right. Yes, sir.
You see how 50, 61, 8 aligns perfectly with the zone.
Yes, I saw it. Also, I was noticing something in this pair at 1 hour time frame. I saw that it would make a head and shoulder. I marked it somewhere. Maybe I can share it with you.
Yeah.
I can't see it. I deleted it because I was spotting some head and shoulder, and I was hoping for it to draw down. I mean, come down to 124, 400.
Mm-hmm.
And then it would make the head and shoulder pattern. It would complete it.
On 1 hour?
Yes, I don't know exactly where I put it. I'm not sure. I deleted it. I was working on it.
So ideally this will be the move.
But what do you say? Should I get out of this right now?
Are you in a sell?
Yes, I'm in a sell.
From where?
I sold it at 125, 160.
I wouldn't. I would hold on with it.
Okay, let's do it. I mean, I'm still in profit, but let's see how it turns out to be.
Gotcha. Yeah, I will definitely hold just in case we don't get that pullback.
Yes.
Let's see if gold can retrace for this entry. It's actually okay. So this is what we're gonna do. We're gonna do sell limit at 1954.50.
I mean, I already sold because my order got stopped, like the one that you shared in the morning.
Mm-hmm.
So as soon as I got broke even, I sold it until 54.
Okay, got you.
Yes. So I have no positions right now.
That's what we are doing with the. Let me just put in for me. And set limits. Okay. So that is good. So we have EJ on the watch list and GJ. CGJ again, still within that range. All right. So we had requests from Cabbage Kid, US30 AJ, and USD CHF. Big bands, you think the midweek reversal will happen tomorrow? That's tough to say, brother. Just because we have insane news tomorrow from UK, from Japan, and we have FOMC. I think we're gonna have some beautiful moves tomorrow, but can't tell you yet if it's going to show reversals. I still looking for indices to keep rising, but our US30 Cabbage Kid hit first TP for 140 points. I'm waiting to see what this 1 hour will do and opening on the next one. So I'm still aiming for 28,300. Actually, what level is this? Yeah, 28,300. Oh yeah, it's insane news tomorrow. So yeah, I'm still seeing this as a buy, especially because this right here, and it closed above the previous swing low, so that's a good indication to go back to the upside. So that's our US30. S&P is also in profit right now. But yeah, this I'm pretty sure this is going to 28,300. So let me see. Okay. Now we have ADJPY, USD and then USD CAD. ADJPY. Ooh, that boy rejected there. Right here. So for AJ, looking at the momentum, it really looks like it will drop 30 more pips to this weekly demand zone. So yeah, we'll pretty sure see it come down, touch this. So I wouldn't enter anything now just because it already made a decent move. Maybe wait, see if we get this move here and if we can go back up from this level. That's what I would look for on AUD JPY. And use the CHF that closed us in profit. And now it's, let's see. So we do have intraday support here that actually held. See right here. So honestly, showing some nice momentum, but I'm not sold on. I mean, I'm not like hyped about this buy. It might just pull back some and then drop again. It's almost in the middle of this trading range. If it was to go up, it has 46 pips and about 28 to the downside. So almost in the middle. I'll just let it be. See what it does. Don't like the structure on it, to be honest. It could, you know, hold here and come down as well. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna look for both of them. For both US 30 and I mean, are you in a trade? I mean USD CHF. Okay, so you're not in it at all. Yeah, I mean it's really not having like great volatility in it right now. Mainly is now GBPs and indices. Yeah, yeah, absolutely. Patience is the key. I mean, if it starts pushing past this level, then we will see this run up to that resistance at 91300 for about 45 pips. But really, like the way I trade, I look for entries like right here, where the risk is much bigger and the reward is. I mean, where the reward is much bigger and risk is very limited. So that's how I trade price action zone to zone. It just works really well because you see here we had zone that held and then came all the way down to this zone. It just patience and you grab moves like this. Even if it's not full moves, full move it's 125 pips. For US 30 we so Mark, you got out at take profit one, or let's see, new entry, maybe something like this. This would be ideal. Okay. And 28, 174. Okay, nice. Yes, Miss Mary. Yeah. Peso dropped nicely. I certainly do. Between two positions was 500 pips on peso. Nice. So you got 114 points, Mark. That's 1100 pips. Nice. But yeah, I think this momentum should keep kicking in. If we see it come push down up to this level, it's probably gonna be a new entry to 2300.
So you saying wait for it to break the 28 120 28 area first?
I would wait for it to break 28 175 just to see
Okay.
the momentum going. If not that, then maybe this pullback to 28 125.
Okay. I'm just taking notes.
Gotcha. EPC, what do you mean daily US30 signal is a sell? Is that from K2 strategy?
Yeah, it was a sales signal on the 10-minute. I think he usually say look for the first signal after the 10-minute, but it's like almost against the trend. So I don't usually he'll let us know like it's not as valid, but it would be up to each his own to enter or not. I didn't because it was against the overall trend, and I haven't learned how to trade the indices against the trend yet. So I just try to stick with what you and Wade say, only trade with the trend.
Yeah, definitely indices. Yeah,
Because if you
I
look at the
see it.
pivot, it would just be classified as a rejection off of the pivot if you go to a higher time frame. And just like I've been learning from you all week, I don't even look at the lower time frames anymore. I only look at the 4 hours for the currency pairs, and then the indices. I just try to stay knowledgeable of what you guys are
Yeah, gotcha.
showing us.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, they actually did send it on a 10-minute, and what are they targeting? 27,976. I mean, I'm honestly waiting for like a new opportunity to buy. So I'm not interested in selling it.
Exactly. Okay.
That's me, but it could be sell off. I'm just not interested in selling it.
When you say sell off, dude, is that like considered like how can I ask this question? A sell off can still just be a retracement in the overall trend though, right?
Absolutely.
Okay, so it's not like
Absolutely.
it's not like the trend is not it's not going in a downtrend, it's just selling to a pivot level or something like that.
Absolutely not on a 10 minutes, brother. That's not when a trend is reversing. Trends are reversing on a daily time frame.
Okay, exactly. Okay.
Yeah.
Yes, I did learn that from you this week. Well,
No, go ahead. Go ahead. Any questions you have, go ahead.
let's see. I'm gonna look at my chart one time, see if I did have a question last night.
Yeah, this is a scalp. So what this signal is, this is a scalp. So that trade, when you scalp like that, you are looking to complete your trade hopefully within 1 hour, 2 hours tops. That's what scalp is. But like that's not like a trend reversal or anything.
And I noticed something else. When you mark up your charts, you only do like the daily, the weekly, and the 4 hour resistance.
Exactly.
Okay. And that gives you the true direction of the market, because if you look at the lower time frames, it could really show anything, but you get like the real picture, I guess you would say, when you look at the bigger time frames.
Absolutely, because anything less than 4 hour, like you don't really know what truly is happening. So it can be anything. If you are just going off of 1 hour, you will have million supports and resistances on your chart.
Okay.
You really have to pay attention and identify the key supports and resistance points, and you only do that looking on a bigger time frame, because that's
I found my charts being like messy when I tried to mark up all of the support and resistance on all the time frames, and then you look at the overall chart, it's too much to read. And then when I did it how you showed me, I was like, this makes way more sense, and it's actually more understandable.
exactly. Well, remember what I preach: make it stupid simple. You don't need to complicate it. Like the 4 hours, if you are intraday trading, right? So right, let's say we are trading just New York session, but you are looking for a trade within that, duration of the session. So that's when you look, okay, let's see on a 4 hour if we have like a resistance and supply with some good liquidity, or if we have like a price around the support and a demand zone where we can identify some entries. But like daily and the weekly, those are especially weekly time frame, those are the key areas where price will most likely show a reversal, or at least you will get strong pullback. But like that pullback can be 100 to 200 pips, and that's how you catch bigger moves. And especially if it's a trend reversal, then it's a swing trade, so can definitely be much more than that.
Right. I'm learning that all I really need is 20 to 30 pips a day to really be, what I'm saying, in a good position. And they don't, like, you'll spend a lot of time looking at all the pairs when really you can really just focus on a couple pairs to catch those pips and make trading fun. It makes trading fun.
Yeah, so that would be ideal. The reason I personally look at all of them, because like you guys join, and then I want to give you my opinion and stuff like that, but I don't trade all pairs.
Yeah, I know. The 6 that you told me last night, I wrote them down in my notebook, and those the ones I've been focusing on for today. Just looking to see how they move.
Those are the money makers. Those are the reason I don't work for nobody. So you just have to study them, and you will do pretty well.
You already looked at AJ, right?
Yeah, we looked at AJ. It wasn't anything like close to an entry, so it's we just gonna watch it because it's probably gonna drop like 30 more pips to that demand and support area, and we can see it from there.
Okay, because I had entered a sell at 77040, and I had my TP at 76860.
Oh, okay, got you. I have a lot of questions. Hey, Ken, I know you sent me the EU chart. I like it. I like it to go down to that demand zone that you have highlighted underneath the price. So just want to give you feedback on that. Yeah, and that's a nice one. And then we have a question from EPC. How do you? So daily history signal is a sell. How do you determine the best position if they contradict one another? What do you mean they contradict one another? Like what I'm looking at and what that scalp is? So what the scalp is they're looking for a current move, like certain amount of points. I'm looking for a bigger move. So you can literally catch both. Like if you are in a buy, you can be in a buy, but still catch a sell too for the retrace. That's also how you hedge. Mark has USDZR. Oh yeah, that broke down. Yeah, I remember that from the London you were showing me. Well, see if it pulls back to retest at 16,550,000, and then maybe you can hop on that sell.
What about USD, the Swiss franc?
Let's take a look. We were in this sell from last week. We just looked at it again. It stopped us out in profit. But right now, like if the volume keeps pushing and it breaks, let's say 90,900, then it could go up to 91,300. That will be the next level to test.
Okay.
But I'm not sure if it will. I do want to see it recover there because it will work out for our gold as well. So it's really not moving much. It made this push from the demand zone, and now it's just the volume is really not strong yet.
Is our target for NAS still around 11,700 for the week?
Yeah, because it recovered. This was initially markup, and this is still active target 11,700.
Okay.
I don't have new positions. I have 2 positions from last week, so I'm holding that. But yeah, I'm still looking for 11,700.
And then even if you was to enter, what time frame would you be waiting for on that pullback for a good solid entry?
Well, here either 1 hour or 30 minutes, honestly.
Okay. 1 hour or 30. Wait for the 1 hour or 30. Wait for a 1 hour or 30-minute pullback. Okay.
Yeah, to break.
Yeah, I got one of mine still open from last week. I got
Okay.
in a good spot when you first marked it up.
Yeah, I was initially in drawdown on my very first entry for about, it was at one point I think 400 and something points, but I held it because I saw the bearish momentum dying out, and then it came back up here, so it made this inverted head and shoulders, and plus respected this demand zone here, so it pushed it higher. So it's looking good.
Yeah, I got in at 11,135. That's my open position.
Nice. Let's go. Can you repeat the pairs you mentioned? Are you guys referring to the ones that I mainly trade?
I took notes yesterday.
So it's gold,
Gold, GA, GN.
I'll write you guys here. GBP, JPY, GBP, AUD, GBP, NZD, Euro, AUD, Euro, NZD. Those are the top 6 pairs I mainly trade. All right, let me try to catch up with messages. You're welcome, Canberra. EG looks like it's gonna sell. Let's look at it. Euro GBP. Oh man, we missed this. Well, it didn't really tap into the zone, but this was what we were waiting for yesterday when we were on the Asian. We were looking for this move. See, I even had arrow there, but for the sell to be valid here, like it would have to break below this, and then yes, we have this pocket to get filled, but it's not ready to sell now. Arakit, we just because it rejected this previous support, so we would need to see break below that for us to catch that momentum back to this next zone. That boy asking for an NZD USD. Let's see. So this also stopped us out in profit from last night. So let's see here. Okay, well, this still looks valid to go back to the upside, to be honest. As soon as we see some momentum here, I mean bullish momentum, this could be a case for a buy again. It's still in a retrace. So as long as it doesn't break 66, let's say 66950, this is valid for buys. Hey Chris, what's going on? It says, hey Anis, I'm currently looking at GJ and it seems it's going down to, but that's if it goes below the current support. Please, I would like to know if I'm right. Yeah, I was looking at that too. So as you see, we are stuck in this huge liquidity zone for GJ, right? So it's not yet really picking the direction. It would have to break below 135,400 for it to be a good sell. So that's what I'm waiting for. As you see here, this orange dotted line, that's my alert. So if this starts breaking down, I get a notification and then I know I need to check it because it's gonna start pushing down so we can catch that move. But right now it's just playing this up and down, up and down. It's ranging with this zone, within the zone. So really not picking the direction yet. Mayank says this is what I was talking about, but it hasn't formed the pattern yet. Okay, let's see EJ. Okay. So this I don't. Mayank, you still on?
Yes, I'm here.
Okay. So as always, you know, I'm very honest and transparent because I want to give you best feedback and I want you guys to be great. So the reason I don't like this head and shoulder pattern is because both shoulders are almost as equal as that high of the head, right?
Yes.
So that is more looking like a triple top rather than head and shoulders.
Okay.
Maybe let's see if we look at it on a higher time frame. Where's EJ? It's not even giving us pullback. Yeah, you see, so this is our peak of the head, right? And
Yes.
you see that shoulder is almost within the same level. So the right shoulder is valid, but this one is like much higher than. So those shoulders, they should be equally in like, let's say, as equal highs. So they should be in approximately in the same level, not as high as this peak, which is supposed to be the head in that pattern.
Okay.
And then ideally this would be up to here, not with those breakouts. So that way you sell on the breakout here of the neckline, right?
Ah.
So essentially, let's make an example. Okay, here we go, head and shoulders.
Hmm.
Let's see. It's like that, right? So this is what I was referring to, for them to be about equal height, left and right shoulder, and then you sell on the break of this neckline, which is right here. So you would sell on the break here.
Okay.
Once it starts, because this was left, right, and once it starts breaking here, that's when you get on and you ride that impulsive wave.
Uh-huh.
Does that make sense?
Yes, sir. It does.
Yeah,
Thank you.
because if you look at it like this, isn't that more like a triple top than head and shoulders?
Definitely.
Yeah, so that's the difference.
Okay. I get it.
Okay.
Yes.
All right.
Thank you.
No problem. Okay, let's remove this. Next question. Yeah, Arakit. Yeah, those are the ones I wrote them. Oh, hold on. I wrote them privately to EPC. I don't know why I did that. Here are the pairs in the chat again. Sorry about that. Laptop acting weird. Euro AUD. All right, let's look at it. Pretty sure I had it here. Yep. Okay, well, I'm waiting for this for almost second week now. I'm waiting. So this is Cabbage Kid, and I don't know if TJ is also here. So this is what I initially wait on a higher time frame for the pullbacks here, where we have daily and the weekly zone. And this is what I've been waiting for a while now, and it hasn't yet provided opportunity for this swing buy. Because you see, if we get the entry here with the confirmation, even right here, our stop loss, let's say it's 100 pips, right? But our take profit is 500 pips, 490, 1 to 5 risk reward. So this is how you swing. When you look at the key zones and levels, you look for that rejection reversal, and it's likely to happen because look what happened last time we had that case right here. It went all the way back up to the weekly. See, tendency of the price action to go to a key zones, and then what happened here, came down again back up. So that's what I've been waiting for, and I haven't really been chasing it or intraday trading it. I'm waiting for this bigger move.
Okay. Kenneth.
So hopefully, well, we have AUD news tonight. Like we really have some massive news for AUD tonight. So this baby is going to move. So
Okay.
hopefully we get pushed down for opportunity to enter, because the news do two things. They either put additional volatility in the pair and take it where it's already headed, meaning to that daily or to that weekly key level, or the news give us strong retrace because pair was like trending like pretty strong bullish or bearish, and then it was due to correction. So that's how you implement news in the with the technicals.
Okay. Perfect.
So really, I'm still seeing, my friend, I'm still really looking for this to make move right here so that we can look for some buys.
So you will set a alarm there, like you set a um, trading view there, like a
I will usually watch it. I know tonight there is a news, and I don't think this move will really happen until like tonight Asian session, and I'm usually watching pairs around that time.
okay.
There's really nothing now that will boost this volume in the pair.
Yeah. Yeah. Got it.
Yeah, so that's what we'll most likely look tonight on Asian session.
And and your stop loss will be below the weekly support,
Yes, absolutely.
at least 100 pips for 500 pips, and it can, yeah, then once it's entered right, and then you don't have to worry for the retracements and all that. In the bigger move, you just leave it as it is and let it do its thing for
Yeah,
the next.
absolutely. So when I enter the swing trade, right, I enter it and I don't watch it until next day, because within 24 hours, I know if I need to hold this or I need to close it. Like I already know if it's going to be valid or I'm just gonna close it out.
Okay.
I don't need to like check it 15 times a day. Like
Okay.
I already know um, if it's
Oh,
going to go or no, because it's enough time for it to see is it
okay.
true rejection, or in some cases you might have to give it 2-3 days if it just starts consolidating around that area and grabbing that liquidity. That's let's say one uh, different um, scenario, but like in that case I would still hold it and see, wait for that. Arakit, for EG, we let's go back for you, your GBP. So last night we were looking for this sell right here, right? But it didn't really tap into the zone that we were trying to sell from, and then it just dropped like slightly before. But right now, um, I'm not interested in the buy just because it can keep ranging between those two small zones, and that's a really tight range to fight for the price, right? Because there's buyers and sellers, and they're just trying to fight each other here for the better price until it picks direction, either goes up or down. So in this case, you wait for the breakout, right? It would have to break below here for us to consider this sell. But it could break to the upside, and this is why I think it could, because this is one of the structural and price action patterns, right? When you have impulsive move and you have perfect uh, sideways consolidation like this, right? So this is impulsive move, then you have this consolidation, and this can break to the upside. but you wait for the breakout, right? And then this move, if it happens, if it breaks to the upside, should be identically like this right here, which is 150 pips. So that's how you wait for confirmation to enter the trade. But right now it's just still going here, and it's not picking direction. But if it breaks back down, same scenario, it will go back to here because we have this pocket to get filled. Does that make sense, Arakit? I think he left us. Okay. Can we look at SPX? We definitely can. We're still in it from London. Currently up 10.8 points. So what I would really like to see here is I would like to see one nice candle that will close around 34.25 with a strong body, not the VIX. That's what I would like to see. And then target still remains 3470, 3470. But first TP would be around 3445. So that is the bias still hasn't changed on S&P. US 30, it's pulling down. Yeah. Let's see where we can get the best entry. With reduced risk. Let's see. $28,116. So this, in my opinion, would be the best entry at 28,115 with a 30-point stop loss, and then targeting, in this case, 185 points to 28,300. That's what I would aim for.
Can you say that one more time?
For US 30?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, so I would personally look to enter around 28,115.
30 pips stop loss.
30 points, yeah. So to 28,085, and then still target 28,300.
300. Okay. What about AUD USD? Because that was a nice buy and a nice sell. And I missed both of them.
Let's look at them. Oh, this was a nice sell and a buy.
There's a buy last night, and I guess buy last night, sell this morning.
Yeah, well, last night was mainly due to the news that hit it on AUD.
Okay.
It was a strong, but like that's what I was telling them last night too. That's just like a temporary impact of the news.
So pretty much it was an impulsive move and a correction.
Exactly. You see the double top here, and then it corrected. So if the price stays right within this range here, this is going to be a nice sell. So if
Okay.
it pulls back some, that
Retest.
could be that could be a good entry to
Okay.
grab more liquidity.
Let me take that note real quick.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I mean, if you guys want a screenshot of the charts, let me know. I just post them in the here in the chat for you.
Oh yeah, perfect.
Sure, it is. Yeah.
So just let me know, and I think they want US 30. There we go. Actually, let's remove all this so it's clear.
Oh.
So we don't need it. We know our zones. And that's US 30.
Anything looking good to enter for the New York session, or still?
I mean, honestly, I'm waiting for this gold pull back here. We have that pending sell limit. I don't know if you got it or you joined us a little bit later. I put it in the price action.
Okay.
Yeah, it was sell limit at 954.50. Because this is a good. So this is a good, let's say, hint or indicator, because price is closing below and staying below this zone, right? So that should give us some clue that this will probably continue down.
Okay. So did the limit activate already?
Let me see. Let me check on
I don't
my
think
phone.
so.
I don't think it did. Let me double check. No, not yet. Yeah, not yet. It's 15 pips away from it right now. At least for me, it did, and I have a really small spread on gold.
1954 to 1932. In 1954, that'll be like our ideal entry.
Yeah, that would be the retest of this broken support here.
Okay.
It could pull back a little bit higher just because this was a bigger sell-off. But like looking at it right now, I like this that is holding there. Yeah, it's accumulating orders.
How many pips is that? 200.
Well, if it goes to TP2, that's 225.
And then what? TP1 would be halfway.
It would be 1940, so 145.
Okay, that's a good trade right there. Right.
You see, in my mind, I think gold will be a buy from here because it I can I just think it would be a buy, but you explained it broke the um, resistance.
No,
That
the
support.
support.
Sorry,
Yeah.
it broke that support. So it'll go back to retest maybe and come back.
Yeah, that's what I see on it as of right now. I don't think that this volume will just get reversed like that. Usually doesn't happen when it's a bigger move like that. But I mean, you know, in trading, anything is possible too.
Yeah. No, makes sense actually. But I would never. I will always think, oh, it went up. It just came down, and now it's gonna go up again. Because why did it go up? I used to think like that. It just I never thought from this perspective that it'll go down,
Okay,
and that's
gotcha.
why I lose.
I mean, it takes time to practice and see different approaches. So I mean, like I said, guys, like I'm not doing this for like 4 weeks or 4 months. I'm doing this over 4 years. So I mean,
Mhm.
I know some of you are new, but I shared my story with everybody, um, and you know, I you know, do from time to time. Like it was struggle for me for almost, you know, 18 months as well when I started trading. You know, I lost a lot of my own money trying different things, and you know, taking like, you know, let's say mentorships, which were not mentorships. They were just like impulsive guidance without, you know, proper explanation, and
Mhm.
without hands-on, like I'm showing you guys exactly how I do it, what I look for.
Yeah.
And it just, you know, I was trying 10 different strategies at the same time, and it wasn't working because you have to pick one and give everything you have to master that. And you know, also, if one strategy works for somebody, it doesn't mean it will work for you, because you have to first identify what type of trading style, you know, fits your personality and your character. You know, do you like
Mhm.
to scalp, do you like to intraday trade, or you like to swing trade? You know, you can do two out of those three, but you cannot do all three. Like that's
Mhm.
you can if you are full-time trading, like if you do nothing but trade, but uh, I think it will be very stressful, right? For
Yeah.
example, I know that I'm not a scalper, so I don't scalp. Like, you
Mhm.
know, I tried that and it wasn't working. For me, it's best intraday and swing trading, especially. Like that's my best way of trading and most
Mhm.
successful. So why would I force myself to do something when I don't need? Like, and you have to realize this, guys. So for example, this trade that we were just going over, right? So this, if it goes to full TP, this is 245 pips, right?
Yeah.
So somebody, you know, who is scalping, right? They go for anywhere between 5 and 15 pips. Like that's proper scalp. Let's say 20 maximum. Let's say good scalper goes for 20 pips, right?
Mhm.
We have one trade with 245, right? So if we are right on our trade, they need to be right uh, 12, 13 trades in a row to catch as much as we catch on one trade.
Yeah. You're right.
Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So 12 times 20 is 240, and we are catching here 245. This is just comparison. But what
Mhm.
is the probability of being right 12 trades in a row? Just be honest.
On scalping, oh no, it's even tougher. This
That's
has more chances
exactly,
than yeah.
and that's the point. So why do, you know? I mean, it works for some people. Don't get me wrong. I'm not like anything against it, but I'm just sharing my story. I know it's not for me, and I don't do it. And I don't wanna. I don't want that stress because that's stressful. Like if I was to scalp, I have to scalp with my proper lot size, and I would have to go more aggressive, probably 7, 8 lots. So that's 70, $80 per one pip. And I'm gonna be looking here up and down, up and down, up and down on 5, 15 minutes. Like that's just stressful. Like why do that? Like there's no need for
Yeah.
me to do that. I
Yeah,
rather,
I did the same for 9 months. I did not see anything. I lost a lot of money. The guy who was telling me to do this way, he told me to go in the bigger lots too. So yeah, I went heavy on the lots as well. So it did not work at all for me scalping. That's the only way. If you want to make good money in scalping, you have to go with the bigger lot size, because you're just asking for smaller, 10 fips, 15
Exactly.
fips.
I mean, you have to. That's exactly how that is. So that you mentioned it perfectly. So that type of trading is aggressive. So that like you have to be aggressive person. I don't mean aggressive as you are like mad at world or something, but like aggressive as far as like getting what you want, or like high energy and stuff. So
Yeah.
that's good, but like you really have to know what you're doing when you're scalping. Like you
Yeah.
can lose like your account in 2 days. Uh, like
In fact, I was so new. I that it's this real thing. Accidentally on gold, I was scalping and I put a lot for 21, and I just lost in like 1 second. I lost $6,600.
and
Can
see,
you? I'm like, what did just happened? And the guy, I was gonna go slow, but the guy pushed me. The guy who was following, and I think he was an IB or some broker. He got my account into, and I lost. Unfortunately, I lost big on that, and more and more. Very unfortunate, but I'm still here. You know,
I mean, to be honest, it's
That's
it,
why I'm stuck on 5 minutes time frame. I'm just go
no,
back and look.
no,
I don't
don't
want
do that,
to. I
please.
just want to change that habit totally.
Please don't do that like that. It I mean, I don't suggest doing 5, 10, 15. Like I don't even go on 15. I don't, I look on 30 minutes and 1 hour. I look for the volume and momentum. That's all I look for, that confirmation. And
Yeah.
I think Giovanni had question here about how do you evaluate volume. Well, this is how you evaluate it, Giovanni. Like this candle is a good volume here, right? As compared to this one, like this. Wait, not that. As compared to the one before it, like you see. So if you, all right, how can we make this illustrate real life situation? So if you think about people, right? So you look at the stronger and a weaker person, right? So this guy here barely has any body, right? So this person probably, doesn't, let's say, exercise, and they don't have a much endurance and strength, right? Compared to this person, like look how body of this person is much bigger and stronger as compared to this. So that's how you evaluate that volume. Cool. All right. Awesome. And this cannot be fake. Like this is already ordered, picking the direction, and it's going. But this right here, when you see dodges and stuff like this, like that's like momentum dying out, and there's nothing there until you see something more clear. Mayank said USD CAD and AUD 1 hour time frame has formed a W and a M. What is your outlook? Let's see. USD CAD on 1 hour. Yeah. This is good W because we have equal bottoms here pretty much. The only thing is, remember what I tried to say, you always want to look. I was looking for this to come lower for a buy, but it didn't happen. You want to match patterns around the support and resistance areas. So if you're looking on 1 hour, which we are, this does make sense because that's where the support is. So it is valid, and you buy. Remember how you sell on head and shoulders on the break of the neckline. You buy this on the break of that um, middle. How would I say this?
So like the middle point of the W, like.
Yes, yes, yes.
So that would have been 1.3 to 700, let's say.
31700.
Yes.
Yep. And yeah, so that worked out. But you see, you build your case. You don't just see W and now let me buy. You know,
Mhm.
you have to
Okay.
look like, okay, we liquidity rejected here. It's trying to push up, and we had hourly support there, right? So now you have 3 reasons to enter this instead of just, oh, it's W. Remember, the patterns really work well when they are around support and resistance areas,
Okay.
not just randomly in the middle of the zone.
So it's not valid for another buy or something, like it's gone the opportunity, right?
Uh, so that's a good question. Um, if it breaks 1.32, I would probably buy it. That's our next buy opportunity.
Exactly. That's what I'm looking for, to buy above 21, like 1.32100.
Okay, yeah. So that will be the next opportunity. But right now, I wouldn't
I
at
mean,
the moment.
okay, yeah, these candles also look quite bullish.
Yeah,
And
it is a
they're
strong.
also above the 20 EMA.
Okay, gotcha. Yeah, dollar is actually getting really strong. Dollar is really gaining some strength. So that gives me good confidence for this to continue down, but it's not manifesting yet. It's manifesting on USD pairs. So we'll see. So we had.
Can you also look at AUD NZD? It
Yes.
has inverted like M. Not inverted M, but inverted W. Exactly.
So it's M, yeah, double top. Let's remove this. So
And
this
that
this
from the
this
resistance,
broke
right?
down. Let's see. So the only difference here is because this is near key zone, right? It's 22 pips away.
Yes.
So do you want to scalp that?
No.
That's the decision.
No, I don't want to risk that.
Yeah. It's better to wait for this to drop, even if it does drop that 22 pips, but then look for a bigger move.
But then it's gonna go probably to the daily support, right? That is 1.08136.
Let me see. I'm not sure the daily support is there.
Or maybe I have to update it.
You mean daily resistance?
No, support. I have marked it at
Hold on, let's check this.
1.08136.
So weekly is here. Daily. This is daily.
I've marked it.
You see how it's pretty much at the daily support now.
Okay.
So this is now where we can see possible reversal back to the upside. But the bearish 4-hour candle is strong. Look at that. Like this is real volume. This is what you hope to see when you're looking for your confirmation. It's a strong candle.
But that also confuses me with the candle before, because the other candle is absolutely bullish.
Well, that's so this is okay. So this is normal from market makers perspective, right? So they probably saw a lot of people bought here because this daily support and the demand zone. So it was a really beautiful entry. And then this thing went, let's say, even if you enter on like here. This thing went up 40 pips, and most likely a lot of people didn't secure any of that. But you have to understand this is a not very liquid pair. So when this goes in profit 20 pips, you move stop loss at entry. When it goes to profit 40 pips, you move stop loss in profit 20 pips. So that way you trail and you secure profits. And they probably saw a lot of buyers in this, and it's reversing down.
Okay, and probably it can reflect from this zone and then go further up.
Exactly. So that absolutely can happen. So now a lot of people will see this big candle and they will like, oh, well, this is now selling, and
Yeah.
they will jump on the sells, and they know that, and they will just push it back up.
Okay, so it's like to play with the psychology.
Well, you have to think outside the box, because you have to understand the people that work in hedge funds and the people who are working in the trading departments of the big banks. Those people are smart. They know exactly how retail traders think. They know
Okay.
exactly where, and they can see our entries. They can see where we buy and sell, because they have most advanced tools. And
Okay.
on top of that, the brokers, they have deals with the brokers, where the brokers have to provide that information to them as well.
Okay, so let's say if I want to enter this zone, should I put my stop loss like just a minute, around 1.07900?
So you want to enter what, buy?
Yes, I want to buy this.
Well, first of all, let's say if you were to buy, like, this is also good area to buy from, right? It doesn't mean
Yes.
that this will break down to go to weekly, because this is also strong zone since it's on the daily. So if you were to buy this even right now, your stop loss wouldn't be much, like literally, let's say 17 pips, just
Okay.
below this zone and the VIX, and you are targeting 60. So a little bit over 1 to 4 risk reward.
Okay. All right. I was thinking to put my stop loss at. I get confused always.
Well, if I know what you were thinking, so there's nothing wrong with that. But in that case, you would wait to buy around here, right? Around this zone. That's where you will wait to buy.
Yes.
Not here and then have a huge stop loss. You see.
Yeah.
So that's the goal, to enter at the optimal price point, so that your risk is reduced and your reward is increased.
Okay. I will just set out and wait for it to give me more confirmation then.
Okay, yeah, I mean, that's perfectly fine.
Okay. Thank you.
You're welcome. Limited.
And
Yeah, go ahead.
Anas, can you have a look on EuroCAD?
Sorry, which one?
Can you have a look EuroCAD?
EuroCAD. Yes, absolutely.
In weekly, it has formed the cup and handle.
You said on the weekly?
Yeah. No, daily.
Okay. Yeah, this could be. And it's almost at our daily resistance. So this
And
could.
if you March or April, you will find a big cup and handle for a swing trade.
Oh, this one, I see. All this, right? This entire thing, right?
Yeah.
So so the way you look at that, you will have to measure this entire thing, and usually the handle is between 38 and 50. in this case almost came to 61.8. So this could be, yeah, I mean, I see your thinking is really good. It's very intelligent. It does look like a really nice cup and handle. It's just the handle extended a little bit lower. So that's one thing I don't like at the moment. But if it breaks this daily resistance, then yeah, this will definitely keep rising. So that's a good that you spot that. But it was, see, it was a big cup, definitely. It's just ideally, if you look here at 38.2, when it initially start to form that handle, like this is where it should have continued, right? Rather than making another low. Does that make sense? Like that's how I evaluate them.
So if you put take this trade, suppose, so at what level you will put the SL? How much SL? It's a swing trade, I think.
Okay, so first I wouldn't take it until it breaks this this level at 1.56750. When and if that happens, I would probably enter around here and do about, let's say, probably, let's say 60 pips stop loss, and then I would target this equal high with 210 pips. So a little bit over 1 to 3 risk reward. That's what I would do.
Okay.
All right.
Enes, how can you show us how do you mark weekly and daily support and resistance, supply and demand zones? You just go with the line chart, or you just go with the candles top and bottom?
For the support and resistance line chart, and then when I switch back to the candles, I look for the wicks below or above the zones, and that's where the supply and demand is.
So you okay,
Yeah, that's literally. Let's see if we have. Okay, let's clear all this out. Okay, so here, this is a weekly on AUD/USD. So I go on a line chart and I find the current resistance, which is right here, and current support. Right there. Okay. Once I do that, switch to daily and see if we need to add one more level. And we do, which is right here. So we have sharp turns there. And then I switch back to the candle. And correct it slightly right there. That's good. Perfect. All right. So
okay.
now we go on a 4 hour. And this is how I look for the supply and demand. So you have those wicks. So it had some false breakout attempts, probably caused by news, but literally this is where I would look. In this case, we will have to be a little bit bigger, just because there's those wicks there that it might try to trick again. But to the upside, it's much better. There's a tight zone that we go off of, and that's it. So current resistance, which is supply zone, you see it rejected really nicely. And then this would be our demand area around the daily support.
Yeah, got it. So you just
Uh,
go with the nearest traffic areas on the daily on
yeah.
the daily.
So
Right?
so you when you switch to the line chart, you look for the sharp turns. Like you see here, when it broke down, it rejected, came back, rejected strong, came under
Mm,
here, rejected strong, right?
yeah.
Uh, Same here. When it broke, rejected, rejected. You see how sharp turns?
Mm,
See, let's spread it out so it's easier. You see how sharp turn here,
yeah.
right there, right there. So when you see sharp turns like that, that's a strong zone. That's where the price tends to have a strong reaction from when in the future revisits those levels, right?
Okay. Yeah.
So that's
Yeah.
why forex is really good to trade, because if you understand the price action and the previous behavior of the pairs at current levels, or levels that is close to, you look for the behavior and you look for it to repeat itself, because uh, the forex is repetitive. They create the behaviors that they tend to repeat in the future again. So
Okay.
that's how you spot them.
Okay. Thank you.
You're welcome. Miss Mary, just let me know which part you want me to repeat. Oh, you say you got it? Well, let me know if I need to repeat anything. I'll be happy to. Okay, let's see if we get this to fill our order. But this is honestly really what I'm looking right now. It's this um, gold trade, and I have S&P running, but like it's really not much move on indices. Um, I don't want to say I'm disappointed. I'm not, because I'm not like person with extreme expectations, especially when it's not something I am in control of. But like I was expecting much bigger volatility on indices, to be honest. And now I don't feel as bad as I was when I had something I had to take care of. So we were a little bit late with the session, but really hasn't really moved. Like London was better than New York, looks like. Uh,
This is probably the market maker knows, and they know people expect this, and maybe they do reverse.
well, that, but this is mainly the thing. I'll show you. Look at this. So tomorrow is gonna be like the you know, fireworks for the new year.
Yeah.
Yeah, tomorrow is gonna be insane.
So whenever there's big news, the day before or something, it just the volatility dies down or something.
So great question. Not good, but great question. So not always, but they sometimes do this. Like they pretty much freeze the market, meaning they slow down with everything. They reevaluate for tomorrow, because you really have like some really important news tomorrow. Like you have core retail sales, you have FOMC speaking, you have GDP for New Zealand. Like this is gonna move like insane.
Hmm.
Especially FOMC, we don't even need to mention. Then you have employment change and unemployment where for Australian dollar, and you have monetary policy for JPY. So like they're gonna push some mad liquidity tomorrow. The only like I personally love liquidity. The only possible issue with that is it's gonna be some mad stop loss hunts. Like you can see gold literally. Where was it that it like you can see candles like this. See this? Like it opened here, it went all the way up and then shut down.
Yeah.
Like you can see stuff like that. Let's see where was some mad like look at this. You can see something like this. And what do you do here? Like it trapped both buyers and sellers. Look at this ugly doji. And this candle is literally 280 pips. Are you gonna have 280 pips stop loss? No, you probably not. But like look at that. Like that's pure manipulation, and there's nothing you can do because to move market by 1 pip you need $1 billion, and we don't have that.
Yeah.
So that's the thing, and we just
So
try to.
how do you go by trading on the bigger days like that?
Well, you protect your profits as soon as you can.
So you'll still trade, but you'll see the momentum and you just jump in and out quickly.
Yeah. So let's mark this one here, and let's go on at 30 minutes. Okay. So this came to our resistance right here at 1962 at the time. So when you saw this candle right here, which is a bearish hammer, this one right here, because it has like the body top and it has a little bit longer wick, which is kind of like a handle of the hammer.
Yeah.
So when you saw this at the resistance, then what you do, you sell on the next candle, which is right here, right? And this sell could have given you 200 pips. Are you happy with that?
Yes.
So you take that and you go watch TV, or you go to gym, or go make barbecue. So that family is happy for the dinner because you are happy too. There's nothing for you to do anymore. You don't need to be trading anymore. You turn off your computer and you go enjoy the rest of your day.
Yes.
And that's how you go about it when there is news like that.
Okay.
Yeah. So
we'll trade. We'll be coming tomorrow and we'll see how live it's gonna be. We'll be trading.
Oh, absolutely. If there is a good opportunity, I want to make sure you guys benefit too. So that's the whole purpose. Went too far out. Gold should be active. Here, hold on. Hello. Yeah, gold should be active. Hey, come on. No, don't play with us. Like it just wouldn't make a move, and then when I'm away, when I'm busy with something, then it drops. It just like I wouldn't sold there, but I'll probably. This is nice momentum. 150 pips.
And it sold from the same area, 72.
Yeah, 72 is actually so between 1910 and 1970 it's the larger trading range on a daily and a weekly time frame. Once it breaks above 1972, or let's say it goes down and breaks below 1910, it's gonna be insane move. It's gonna be at least like 300 to 500 pips move. So that's what is likely to happen.
Yeah, it's been in this range for a while now. Bigger range.
Yeah, it's been, I mean, if you look on a daily, like look at this. Between here, actually, yeah, 1910 and 1970. Look at this. Up and down, up and down, up and down.
Mm.
No real clear indication. But that's why we have to trade in between.
Yeah.
What do you do? Like, I mean,
Yeah.
hey, that boy, can you unmute yourself and tell me what exactly you want me to go over?
So you know how we ask, hey, can you look at this pair or
Mhm.
that pair? When we ask you to look at a pair, can you just go over your how you do it from start to finish? I know I don't mean to make you sound like a broken record, but I just want to try to get it and understand so I can start trying myself.
Oh no, absolutely, yeah. Let's try to find something we haven't marked up. I think we haven't marked this up, and Singh was asking. So this is exactly like there's okay, there is some. So we'll remove all drawings and we'll make new fresh ones. So first of all, I go on a weekly and I squeeze the chart to give me enough data back in the past. So this is going back 6 years. That's enough. Then I switch it to the line chart, and then I look for those sharp turns right on the weekly time frame. So we have them here, the bottom, and so that'll be our support area, and then we look for our resistance, which would be here at the moment. So you switch quickly to the candlestick and it shows you that's valid. So from there I go on the daily and also line chart. And then we see if we really need to add any zone in between. And honestly, doesn't look like that's not really valid resistance because it broke through so many times. So we'll just leave it as it is with the weekly, right? Let's see on a 4 hour. Okay, so now I go back on a 4 hour and I go back to candlestick chart, and then I look for stuff like this, right? For breakouts that made attempt, but it didn't really lasted. So I mark usually the bottom of that, or just about it, so that I have idea where if the price starts pushing down, I kind of can go back and refer to that. Well, this was a previous, false breakout, so they might just be trapping some buyers over there. But that's not relevant to the current market situation, which is right here. So this is usually the time where I would be really careful, as you see right now. Why? Because it's in the middle of our trading zone, right? This is now our trading zone, price action zone to zone, from weekly support to weekly resistance. You always want to avoid entering in the middle of the zone, just because, unless you have a clear indication, like your stop loss has to be huge, whether you're buying or selling. But then we can go on a line chart on a 4 hour and see if we can spot some zone that is important, and we can. That will be right here. Okay. And yeah. So I like this zone right here. And it looks like, actually, okay. No, I like it more, just because there was a, let me zoom in. There was a retest here, so it held. So that's why we needed to readjust it a little bit. Same thing here, supply zone. and that's what you look for to try to not get faked out when entering the trade. So here we have a small demand zone, right? So there is a possibility that we can go back up from here because it's at our intraday support and also intraday demand zone. Demand zone is when you are trying to get something at a better price, right? So this fell down, and you're trying to buy it at a lower price, and then you are looking for it to go up to sell it at a higher price. And then I would look on 1 hour and 30 minutes for momentum. If there is no candlestick formation patterns that like can tell me, okay, this is going to do this or that. There's nothing currently here, right? There is no big bullish engulfing candle. There is no morning star. So I don't have that information. And then I would just rely on a volume and momentum to see where this can go.
I did
And
not.
it's how you
Does that make sense?
yeah, and it's how you see volume like it's not visible in this you have in this USD basket, or you see from candles only.
No, I look at the candles. So this as you see here, Eurobasket, GBP, and USD. So I created those three because in Eurobasket I have all Euro pairs, here all GBP, and here all USD. The reason you see this USD basket being so big is because those are all other pairs that people ask me to analyze, and most frequent one that people ask question about. So I just leave them here instead of me switching back and forth all the time. But the most volatile pairs are like the ones I mentioned. I trade, and obviously, you know, exotics are very volatile, and stuff like that. But all AUD, like besides GBP AUD and Euro AUD, but like pairs like this one, CAD CHF, AUD CHF, AUD NZD, NZD CAD. So those are like low volatility pairs. They don't really they don't have candlestick that will be 100 pips, right? And usually they don't even move in one direction within a day 100 pips, but you can have one 30-minute candle on GJ 100 pips, you know, so that's the difference.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah.
So
So we can have a buy here. It's like it's in our zone.
for this, and
Yeah.
it doesn't look like buy for me yet. There's really no momentum. Like, I mean, there's no, like right now in the market, it's just like slowing down completely, which I don't like. I mean, honestly, it's already, well, my time is 11:28, but in New York is 12:28. So it's pretty much New York coming to an end. This is like very now low liquidity that is left in, but not much was pushed. So this is how you also think about the liquidity and the volume, guys, right? So there's about 4,700 banks in the world, right? And every week they have certain amount of money that they have to push through the market. So if we open on Sunday and then you look first 24 hours, there's low liquidity, low volume, right? All right, well, then let's see, you know, Monday to Tuesday. So, and again, not much going on. So when you see that, then Wednesday, you already know, well, this really has to pick up, because like they cannot wait till Friday to push all that liquidity through the market and make all that exchange within currencies. It's just not possible. So if the first two trading days are slow, then you better believe Wednesday and Thursday it's going to be pretty aggressive. So that's another way that you think of it.
That is a mind opener because they will move the market at some point in the week.
Exactly. So if you see it being slow, then you know when Wednesday comes, it's definitely going to be some big momentum.
Like this week, Monday was, I think, more. It wasn't slow, and that Tuesday died down, and
Yeah,
uh,
today I'm really. I mean, I'm not, like I said, that surprised, but it's
yeah,
um,
maybe you think Monday was not Monday was faster than usual.
Uh,
Monday.
so Mondays are actually, so this is one thing people usually avoid trading Mondays. I do too, but like I actually had a really good success trading Mondays. When I go back and I look at my trades, and here and there I would go back and look at it, and it's just like it's been really well. But like the reason I like to wait for Monday daily to close is because it shows you more indication, right? Let's say Sunday market opens and you are trying to trade uh, like US dollar related, but you are trading it before even first New York session was open, right?
Yeah,
So you have to think about that. Some trading like ahead of what I don't know, so it
yeah,
gives you, it's not that you don't know, you can make your argument and statement off of the analysis, but like it's better to also see uh, if the banks and institutions are going to give you some more hints and clue what the week is going to look like for dollar.
okay. Yeah, that's why I've heard a lot that a lot of traders don't trade Monday. They'll see and then they start the week from there, like you did this time, starting from Asian session after the first candle formed.
Yeah, I
But
usually prefer to that when the first daily closes. Then I look at it. I see, is it trying to do a new high or new low from compared to previous week and so on. Okay, see you, Kenton. Be safe, brother. Okay. All right. So hopefully this gold is not gonna play games. I'm gonna leave it in it now. So if need be, I will readjust stop loss and update you guys. And then tonight I will try to do another Asian. If not, then we will do London and New York again. But I have to go take care of a few things now. I have to actually honestly go get the new plates for my car, and take care of some paperwork. But if you have any questions, definitely send me a message on Telegram. I have my phone on me, and I really do my best to respond as promptly and as soon as possible. I get a lot of messages, so if I overlook or miss it, just because like the way the Telegram works, when you keep getting new messages, the older messages they get pushed down completely. So it's not that I didn't want it to respond to you, it's just that it may have been pushed down, so just bug me. annoy me until I respond. I definitely encouraging you for that.
Okay, no problem, man. You do your take care of your things, and we'll touch base in a few hours or something, or in the evening.
Yeah, or just message me throughout the day, anytime. Like I said, I'm usually busy all day talking with people and trying to help out as much as possible.
Cool. Yeah, sure.
All right, guys. Then I will see you probably later tonight for Asian session.
Okay. Take care. Bye.
All right, bye bye.